Yo, what's up? How are y'all doing today? I hope that your day is going fine. If not, then I hope tomorrow gets better. Just in, I have saw a video that Will Smith has finally broke his silence about the Oscar slap. And I know this has finally died down, and I think we moved on from it, or we could care less about it, but you really haven't heard much, or I haven't heard much from Will Smith. You've been seeing Chris Rock out, he's back to normal, but he came in and he issued an apology, and it was a 5-minute video, and it stated that it's been a minute, and it was no interviewer, just Will Smith sat down in front of a camera and he answered some questions, and I still don't know how to feel about it. Like, I still don't know how to feel about Will Smith. Like, I know that he's a human. I know it's a person, but it was just like, the way I feel is like, man, you messed up on the best night of your career. The best night of your career is when you messed up, and it's like one of those life-changing events. And it's just like, if I feel like this, I can only imagine how he feels, you know. And I didn't win an Oscar, but he did. But he did address some of the hard questions, you know. He was like, they said, why didn't he apologize to Chris Rock during his acceptance speech? And he was like, you know, he was fogged out by then. Like, we could sit back and judge all we want and talk about, we could Monday night quarterback. I think that's the correct terminology that people use. You can Monday night quarterback it and say whatever you want, but that was the answer he gave. No, it's not for me to feel closure, because we're gonna sit back and analyze this situation from the top to the bottom and make it seem like, you know, no matter what you do is not good enough, because that's what people do when it comes down to apologies. We're gonna pick up whatever we want to pick up out of it, and we're gonna analyze it however we will. But you know, he apologized, and he said he was fogged out by that time that he made his acceptance speech, and I guess that's just what he was. Another question they asked was, after Jada rolled her eyes, did she say something to you? And he said no. He said no. He said she had nothing to do with it. It was a decision he made, and I feel like that too. I don't feel like she said nothing. Like, even though we didn't see the clips or, you know, hear all of that audio, I don't feel like she said something. I feel like he saw her reaction and then he did something about it, you know. But I don't know. The whole thing's still just weird. Like, something snapped, I guess. But he said Jada had nothing to do with it. Then he went on to apologize to his family, and he apologized to Chris Rock's mom. He apologized to her. He apologized to Tony Rock, and he said that him and Tony Rock had a relationship, and it's probably at a point to where it won't be fixed. It probably can't be fixed. And he said he even reached out to Chris Rock. Chris Rock said he wasn't ready to talk. I don't think I'll be ready to talk either. You know, I've been seeing Chris Rock on social media. He's been out. He's been doing shows, and he's moved on with his life, but when it comes down to it, he really the MVP in the whole situation. He really didn't lose a beat. I don't think that he was affected by this in a negative manner. I believe that Will was more affected in a negative manner, because they're unforgiving on him. Like, and I can't lie. Like, when I look at Will now, I look at him different too, you know. But even when I look at some of the movies, it's like, I didn't know that a person's mistake could affect you like this, you know, because I grew up watching Will Smith. You know, I grew up watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I remember going to see his #1 hit movies in the theater, and just knowing that he was all around like a good guy. It felt like your cousin, your cool cousin that everybody was cool with. But all it takes is one mistake, man, one mistake, and like, the world is unforgiving, because we held you, not me, but as a whole, we held Will to such a high standard, man, and it's like he let us down, but he human too. And that was something that he addressed. I think it's not all his fault, it's our fault for putting people on such a high pedestal that we don't look for them to mess up, or we look for them to be perfect. And nobody on this earth is perfect. Nobody who walked this earth and breathed this air is perfect. We all have some type of flaw. Maybe your flaw may not be seen by everybody, but you know what your flaw is, or maybe you don't know what your flaw is, but everybody has a flaw. And it just happened that Will Smith took all of this time and built his career, and it took under 10 seconds to almost shatter it. In the interview, he talked about moving on and forgiving himself, and trying to not look down, not be ashamed of himself as he healed. And I think that's something that's very important, because in the back of your mind, you can always have, when you make an accomplishment, that you can always think of that negative thing that you did that could tarnish. It's going to tarnish his career. It's already done that, but it's forever going to go down in history. But no matter what you do that's good, the world is still going to hold that one bad thing over you in the shadow, and in spite of everything else that you do. And he also apologized to the other nominees and contestants there at the Oscars that night, because he was like, he didn't mean to take that moment away from them, and he did. And he could talk about how he saw this look in Questlove's eyes, And I could only imagine, bro, because I can remember looking at it. I can remember looking at the Oscars that night, and I saw the look in his eyes. So imagine all the people who was there that was affected. And Questlove them came up right after all of this stuff happened. So I can only imagine, man. But I don't know how to feel about it still. It's like I still don't know how to feel about what happened. Should I be feeling the way? Should you feel the way? How do you feel? How did you process this whole thing? And I know the world probably over it, but it's just good to see that this man could come out and face the world again. Hopefully he could bounce back and move on, and people could pick up from this and allow a mistake to be a mistake. And I hope that he get the healing he need. I hope Chris Rock could get the healing he need. And who's to say if they'll ever reconcile? They may not. So it just takes time. And time heals all, no matter what you think. I know some people may think it don't, but when you in that situation and it's you going through a process, it seems like everything takes forever. Trust me, I know, been there. I am there, waiting for time to heal situations, waiting for people to continue to pick up, either forgive and move on. It takes time. But through it all, you got to continue to move. You got to be able to analyze and heal yourself, and see what it is, what actions could lead you to down a different path the next time, instead of reacting. Sometimes it just happens. Sometimes things just snap. You just click. You never know. You never know what pressure or what straw would break the camel's back. But you guys go, if you feel like it, check out the video and see what you think. And I'm gonna say this: it's not for me to judge whether I believe he was sincere or not. That ain't on me, But I do feel like it's good that Will Smith came out and addressed the situation and was able to face the world again, because I'm sure that wasn't easy. Like, the biggest night of your life, and you did this and this happened, and now your life is in the public, and the whole world is talking about what happened. So you'll never be able to live this down, but at least you could move on from it and possibly heal. So let me know what you think. Drop it in the comment section. Until the next time, peace.